Scott, obviously just the one change. How straightforward was it to pick this team?
Yeah, very straightforward. Some great performances in areas we can get better. The players have been really good this week. Once we've got a bit of cohesion in place and straight into our work, name the team Tuesday, and been a couple of good days.
What needs to change this week and on Saturday against this English defence?
We've got to finish opportunities a little bit better that we've created. A little bit of execution, bit of game plan execution. Thinking on our feet, but also going through with our game plan and making sure the drive is right, make the right call at the right time. So not far away. It's been good review.
Are you sensing more cohesion amongst this group now that you've had a little bit longer in camp together?
Yeah, look, everyone knows where the classroom is now. It's like first week at school, isn't it? You take a while to get your bearings, and we've got that, and how it's, how the teacher runs it all, and then the structure of the week, and straight into it, good rhythm.
How have you assessed Cortez this week, and I suppose what's your message to him ahead of a possible debut off the bench?
Just trust yourself, be yourself. He's a good kid. He's extremely competitive. He likes to win everything. Once he sort of realised, once he'd been named, just got on with it, and he's got a pretty good couple of mentors in front of him that he can learn off, and now's his opportunity.
Is there excitement about being at Eden Park? It's obviously a pretty formidable record that this team has for your first test at Eden Park.
Yeah, I think with Eden Park, with the period of time, with their successes, I mentioned earlier around the effort, everything is earned there, and we respect what's been before, and now it's our opportunity.
What is it about the ground? I mean, you had success here playing and coaching, but what is it about that ground?
It's home. There's a bit of national feel of it. People come, and players come with a bit of expectation around it, and there's some good memories.
Scott, you got a guy on your bench with 124 caps, Loden Barrett.
Yeah.
You saw the impact he can make in Dunedin. Were you tempted at all to look at bringing him in as a starter, or do you like him off the bench?
A little bit of both, really. I thought Stephen was exceptional. Took his opportunity and just gives us that balance of 10 and 15 when we need to bring on Bowden and the experience. And he understands the game so well, and a couple of early touches, gave us that field position that we needed at that time. So we kept the balance as it is. Yeah.
Do you still see him as a potential starter down the line?
Well, there's 14 tests, Of course we do. All that experience, but just it's the right mix for this test.
Have you got a firm picture now on TJ and how long he's out? I know he's seeing specialists.
Yep. He's had a few scans, and you don't treat the scan, you treat the man, because he's a special man. TJ, he sort of starts diagnosing himself. I'll be back next week, and so he won't be too far away. Yeah.
San Diego or?
Probably not that far. Or not that soon, excuse me.
Razor, you had a close relationship, long relationship with Richie Moanga at the Crusaders as your number 10. How are you going about building that relationship with Damien and the other teams you're working with as a team?
Yeah, I knew DMAC when he was at school down in Christchurch, so I'm on a personal front, and had him with the 20s as well when I was involved, so understood he's an incredible pro. Works tirelessly on his craft and wants to own his position in the team and how he drives it, so he's been great.
How important is that coach versus player relationship for you in terms of putting your stamp on the All Blacks?
Yeah, it's very important. Obviously, there's so much in his hands, and he's got a good temperament. He's played a few games himself. He's been around for a long period of time. He's had injuries. He's had to be resilient. He's bounced back. You know what he's like on the field. He can take knocks and come up with big plays. So now we've got an understanding what we're doing. He can own it himself a lot more, and he has this week.
Scott, the scrum was dominant last week, but and the other aspects, the breakdown, just the line-outs, probably want to use them more and more. Have you put quite an onus on the fullback to get going forward?
Yeah, Josh Ryan, he's worked hard making sure we've got good clear pictures, what the rest need to see from us. You can always be better in that area. We want to create dominance, but with good pitches and clear for Nick Berry this week.
Do you expect the game to be refereed a little differently with Nick Berry mainly?
Yeah, Nick. It's a good question because it's the interpretation of the rules. That's our game. That's how beautiful we have our game in it. She's we know Nick and what he likes to see. So we'll give him those pictures as much as we possibly can, and look, we're really clear what World Rugby want to see around the protocols and fair play and breakdown and scrum pictures. So we've done our homework this week to make sure they see it.
And shot clocks as well.
And shot clocks. Good on you, Mark Robinson. Hey, working hard.
Scott,
Yeah.
we were well aware of the fact that you spent and the team spent a lot of time looking at your initial squad. By comparison, was selecting this team a fairly short affair?
Yes, it was.
By
Yeah.
roughly how long?
Oh, weeks really. Well, it took us long with the other one, the first initial squad. But this team, there's just once we had a good look at the game, reflected and what was required to win this test matches, we pretty much status quo other than injury. So, yeah.
Scott, just on the scrum, a few English commentators have questioned the legality of some of the group's angles. Are you confident that you were clean in that area?
Oh, look, I think we've only got to be better in some pitches. I think both sides can have that conversation, can't they? So we've worked on it this week, yeah.
Scott, England are going to be without Joe Marler, who's injured, so
Yeah.
it starts into a pretty big drop-off in experience. What did you make of the debutant last week, Finn Baxter? And do you feel like there's gains you can make there against some inexperienced Lucid?
You're good at those questions, aren't you, mate? Loading me up again, I love it. Look, I think the boys do their homework like you do anything. It's a special contest. It's a unique contest in our game. The scrum, everyone. As soon as there's an arm that goes out, everyone's like, what's going to happen next? And there's a group of 8 guys that get really excited and about that opportunity. And like I was saying, it can create dominance if you do it well. If you're all connected and show the picture that's required for that scrum. So, Jace has been around a while now, Josh Ryan, and he's put a bit of expectation on our guys to get that right.
And just particularly on Finn Baxter, his first cap last week with Lucid.
Yes.
What did you make of him? He seemed to have a decent afternoon.
Yeah, look, he's a good player. We watched him through the Premiership, and look, he's got a good future. Yeah.
Rachel, we've been talking a lot about the scrum, but you've got 4 guys, 4 props in your 23 that look pretty mobile, pretty athletic and pretty capable. Can you just tell us a little bit more about what opportunities that gives you as a team having 4 guys like that available?
Yeah, look, they're all ball players. They're big men, they've got good feet, they can play short at the line. You could see how, mobile they are, and then they can scrum. I think that's one thing that we're really excited about is the quality of the athletes that can scrum. It's unique, so get a little bit more chance for them to carry or use the ball a bit more, and the same thing as around the line out. They're big, tall men, so we can get some big lifts and we can get that going. That's another strength of ours.
Scott, how much is that rush defence occupied your mind this week?
We looked at it and thought, okay, how can we create opportunities out of it as they would have done England, and just had a focus on what we think will work, and just because you've got a few days, a few trainings ready to get yourself at it, focusing on those and then move forward. You can concentrate a little bit too much on the opposition at times, but we know they're coming.
Coach, the All Blacks only went over 10 phases twice in the last test. One worked out really well, the other not so well. How much of that stat has influenced the way you've approached this one?
You've been their stats team, mate. That's outstanding. A little bit. Oh, like I just think the nature of, I think we all found it was Test football again, wasn't it? The jeopardy at the end there, and everyone was on their toes, and what's going to happen here, and just how you create those moments and opportunities, and you might get 10 phases, you might not. It might be a stop-start game, might be a set piece built, or could be more kicking, whatever it is. You just to adjust in front of you. So, if it is 2 or 3 phases and we're kicking, and that's how we play, the ball slow, you play like that.
Can we expect tighter play from the All Blacks? Maybe more pick and goes, or
Oh, it just depends on the nature of the game. If we do get a bit of a roll on, there was a few opportunities in their 22 and we didn't quite execute those, so it's a bit of a focus for us this week.
how much has this week been about being more settled as well and knowing what's about to come again?
All Blacks don't settle, mate. All Blacks don't settle. It's one thing
after
I've
last
learned.
week, everything being new and shiny.
Look, there's a clear understanding of what's required for us and how we can be better. Those conversations were said earlier, and the leaders have owned it. We're into it. That's for sure. Bless you, Liam.
Scott, if last week was your welcome to Test rugby moment, 1 point test and 5 lines and all that, what do you hope this week is? If there was to be a theme to it.
I don't deal in hopes.
Anticipate.
Just the performance, like I said, with a lot around finishing for us. And we've been really respectful for the English team. Like I said beforehand, they're well coached. They've got a little generation of some pretty exciting, powerful players coming through. So respect them, but also make sure we get ourselves right. So anticipate from our trainings and from what we've talked as a team that will, finish our job a little bit better.
Scott, the English said earlier this week that the pressure's all on the All Blacks to protect the Eden Park record. Is that a fair comment to you both?
Well, there's always pressure. It depends how you use it.
Does it make them a dangerous prospect, sort of bit of nothing to lose?
Oh, it's dangerous if you don't respect them. Yep.
Scott, one of the English players reckons New Zealand KFC is better than English KFC.
Yeah, okay.
KFC you've ever had?
Ever?
Yeah, ever.
I've been deep fried food for years. Good potato and gravy though, goes a long way. Can I come back, or can I ask you? No, excuse me, I take that the wrong way, but yeah. Yeah.
Do you remember that '94 French try?
Yeah.
As a kid, late
c'est jouer, c'est magnifique. It was amazing. I've seen a few replays and the old inside hip pass, wasn't it? Those ones there, Lajiski, and I just think it was a beautiful moment. That was it.
Just a serious one to finish on. So last week, Richie Malaka came out and he made it pretty clear he's looking to get back here earlier than expected.
All right, it's Richie. Yeah.
Is that something you felt the need to talk about with Damien Bowden, sort of that he's someone who's in the picture for you in the long term?
Never had a conversation with that. Thanks.
Might just one more question, guys. I'm just going to ask is the last game of England's season. Is there anything in that in terms of they've just got this last chance to throw everything at it at a different stage in their season to you guys? Is there extra energy you get for that to just end the tour? The disappointment of last week.
Yeah. Look, as I said earlier, I'm respecting them where they are and as a group, but also what we need to achieve on the weekend and how we're going to do it was our big focus. Steve's pretty astute. He's been around the grounds as a player and a coach now, so we'll expect everything from them. Yeah.
You watched the football this morning?
Yeah, I watched a little bit of highlights on walking down the Clarity Run. It was pretty special, wasn't it? It's a pretty special moment for the football team.